Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the San Diego Comic-Con 2015 exclusive Ghostbusters Courtroom Battle Egon Spengler from Mattel. Yep, that's right, we're getting another figure from Mattel's 6-inch line of Ghostbusters figures. And if you're surprised, hey, so was I. I thought this line was long over, but Mattel surprised us with this announcement of yet another Ghostbusters figure coming to this year's San Diego Comic-Con. Before we get into the actual review, I do want to point out that it was pretty cool how on the box they did put "in memory of Harold Ramis." I thought that was pretty classy. Now inside that mailer box, we do have the standard blister card packaging, featuring the Ghostbusters 2 logo on the top of the blister, the Terror Dogs on either side, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the background, and of course a full view of Egon and all of his accessories right there in the packaging. And when you flip that around to the backside, we've got that same messy desk kind of theme that we've seen on all the other Ghostbusters figures, with an Egon Spengler file folder opened right there for us to read, and they even added the "in memory of Harold Ramis" underneath that on the packaging. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure outside of the packaging. Now, it is another Ghostbusters variation. Mattel's line was filled with several different versions of the same 4 characters, with a few others here and there. Egon is back, and he's now wearing his suit from the courtroom battle scene. I can definitely see why this figure was released, because he was the one that was missing since we did already receive the courtroom battle Ray and Peter. So I have a feeling that this figure was always planned to come out, but since the line kind of ended, it never got released. So now they're giving it to us at San Diego Comic-Con, but the big plus is all of the accessories that they threw in with this figure. So I'm going to get to those in just a bit. Let's go ahead and start by taking a look at the figure itself. So, everything about this figure is pretty much exactly what you would expect. That head sculpt is the same Egon head sculpt that we've seen with the other figures in this line. It's got a pretty decent likeness to actor Harold Ramis, as he appeared in the Ghostbusters films. Good paint job, love the glasses on there, which even do a pretty good job of kind of magnifying his eyes a little bit, so all of that looks pretty good, but it is the same as what we've already seen. The suit body he is wearing there is exactly the same suit body we've seen with the other figures, specifically the Courtroom Battle Peter and Ray. He's just wearing a different colored suit. So he's got the gray overcoat with kind of the maroon polka dot tie underneath there, and of course the gray slacks and the black dress shoes. So everything about the body on this guy is exactly the same. And then hanging on his back is that proton pack, and it's still non-removable, just like we've seen in the past, but it does still have all that great detail that we also came to know from all of the proton packs seen on the other Ghostbusters figures. So the articulation functions just like you would expect. He's got a ball joint at the bottom of the neck there, so the head can look left, right, kind of up and down and roll around slightly there. He does have those ball-like joints at the shoulders, so the arms can go outwards, they can move forwards and backwards. You've got swivels at the bicep, you got one standard joint at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist, you can swivel him at the waist, and you'll notice the suit coat does move with his upper body there. Then he does have the hinge joints at the thighs, forwards and backwards movement. You got a swivel at the thigh cut, you got a standard joint at the knee, and then you've got a standard ankle joint allowing the foot to move forwards and backwards. And of course, you can remove the neutrino wand from the proton pack there. And this right here is all made of a very flexible plastic, so that way the cord can bend around. But as you might recall, if you have any of the other Ghostbusters figures, the wand itself is all made of that same plastic, so it is a little pliable. Still has some great details on there, nice silver paints, some little red paints as well, especially on the little wire hanging off there. So that way you can get this positioned in Egon's hands, and you can get him holding it two-handed very easily on either side. So whichever way you would prefer to have him holding onto it, you can still pull that off very easily. So the figure itself, very basic, exactly what you would expect from Mattel's Ghostbusters line, and he fits in with the other figures very nicely. But as I was saying, the key to this guy is the massive amount of accessories that he comes with. Egon here comes with more accessories than we've seen with any other one single Ghostbusters figure, and it's pretty spectacular. Lots of things straight out of the movie, such as the large spoon-like tool that was used to scoop out some of the purple ooze from the river underneath the streets of New York. You can even see kind of the residue on the inside there, which is really cool. We got lots of devices for scanning the ooze there, seen in the films. We got a giant magnifying glass, which actually has a really cool little lens in there that does magnify a bit, so it's really great when you hold it up to his face there. We even have the toaster and the boombox, you know, for some dancing toaster action. And my favorite accessory, the Ghostbusters 2 mug. So now the Ghostbusters can come to some birthday parties. They can pass out souvenirs like the Ghostbusters 2 mug, all while the kids chant, He-Man, He-Man. You know, the best part of the movie. So the accessories are fantastic, and what's really great about that is not only can you match them up with this Courtroom Battle Egon figure, but it's great to have those accessories for all of your already existing Ghostbusters figures in the lineup. So you can match up those tools however you want to, and you can now recreate some more scenes straight out of the Ghostbusters 2 film. And of course, since we have that Courtroom Egon, we can now put him with our Courtroom Battle Ray, our Courtroom Battle Peter, and we can even match him up against those Scolari brothers to recreate that scene. So there you go, my friends. There is a look at Courtroom Battle Egon from Mattel's Ghostbusters line. This figure will be sold exclusively at the 2015 San Diego Comic-Con. Special thanks to Mattel for sending this along so we can take an early look at it. And happy hunting, my friends! And until next time.